The reason why we needed Remchannel as a service provider is that we had quite a big organizational restructure in the Implats group since about 2017. As the group head of reward, one of the things that I needed to ensure was that we had a robust job grading process, that we managed our REM processes most effectively, and that all the structural and the strategic changes that were being done were managed in a proper way. And after reviewing a couple of the options that were available, we felt that REM measure did everything for us. It ticked all the boxes that we needed. It was robust. It allowed us to do things ourselves. It allowed us to train people within the organization to manage the job grading process and to ensure that the structures that we were putting in place would serve us for the long term and would be sustainable for us into the future. Remchannel has just been fantastic in terms of the robustness that they apply to their service. There's a constant checking and editing and auditing of the work that gets done. And REM Measure has just continued with that. Whenever we need anything from either Remchannel or REM Measure, it's a matter of either sending an email or picking up the phone and calling one of the consultants, and we know that whatever issues we have will be dealt with and will be dealt with expeditiously and as quickly as possible. The REM Measure tool is one of the easiest tools to use. I think it's extremely user-friendly. What works for me best is the fact that it's structured in a very organized way. So it looks at the key elements of every job, asks one or two questions about that, but then it also has some built-in intuitiveness so that it leads you down a different path depending on the kind of job and the level of the job that you're dealing with. And also, what we often find is that once we've gone through a job grading process and the manager or the executive where that job reports into isn't happy with it, we have a job grading report which we can print and share with them and say, these are the questions that we asked, these are the responses, is there anything there that you disagree with or you'd like to change? And we can go through that process and sort of come to an outcome where everyone agrees that this is the correct result and this is the way it should be done. What REM Measure also provides is the ability to draw reports on an ongoing basis. You can check how your structures have evolved over time, which grades have come up more often than others, and you get a sense of how the organization is being built as you go through that process. So I don't think any organization is ever static. I think every organization goes through a process of ongoing development and ongoing growth. And REM Measure enables us then to ensure that as we go through that process, that we follow a robust process to ensure that the bits and pieces that we put in place now will be built on into the future, and the organization that you build is a sustainable one that will exist into the future as well.